Any luck charting the area?
I did what I could, Your Worship. This space has nothing but... space. If there's nothing valuable here, I say let Corypheus have it.
Corypheus wouldn't send out his followers unless it was worth it.
I did find something for you. Old dwarven ruins, on the surface. Impossible, but there you go. The Red Templars are digging them out, with Venatori supervision.
Whatever they want, we must beat them to it.
I just saw Red Templars heading northwest to here. They might be a good start. I found this map on a dead one. Maybe it shows where they're headed. Good luck.
Bye.
No.
But...
No.
Well, you should be good at finding things. Of course, you couldn't find Hawk.
It's a pleasure to see a new face. Watch out for those Tevinter mages. They aren't so kindly as Hunter Mag, which is me.
Anything I should look out for?
Watch out if you have to fill your water skins. There's more monsters than normal staking out the oasis.
Do you know what the Venatori mages are doing here?
Arguing amongst themselves, mostly. I think they're trying to find a way inside that tomb with the two statues. It's locked tight as far as I can tell.
Why come out here for game? What do you hunt?
Not game. I bring back fine furs and shiny teeth they cut and sew in Orlais. I'm not the only hunter here. Val Royal is always hungry for the best. You can make a fortune feeding that beast. Quillback spines, for example. All the fashion for men's hats last winter.
Farewell.
Heed the winds. I'm glad your men will continue to fight at our side, Bull.
And all we lost was our alliance with the Canary.
I would not trade the Chargers for any alliance.
Thanks, Seeker. The boys would be glad to hear it. A whole lot of nothing.
Are those lights in the distance? They may be campfires.
Let's have a look.
Don't hurt me, please.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Oh, thank Andraste.
Girlfriend is a smith.
Yes?
She makes weapons with her own hands.
Among other things?
That's hot.
You're the Inquisitor.
I know. You thought he'd be taller. The Inquisition can protect you. Think you can find our camps?
I think so, Master Kunari. Thank you.
But this much. There's a view everywhere you look.
Enjoy fighting at your side, Bull.
Same here, Seeker. Put some horns on you, you'd make a pretty good Kunari.
I am not certain that's a compliment.
I don't have time.
Yes.
wasn't the right solution.
Let's maybe read... You're a free man, Talvashoth.
Living the life. Unless you think I'm even more secretly a spy now.
I think you finally decided whether you care about your people or your people.
Something like that.
You made the right choice.
Smell that smoke? People lighting campfires somewhere. So in your books, the stuff with the spies is all wrong.
If only I'd had you around to consult.
That blue swan flies at midnight stuff doesn't work. Most times, you pass information on a dead drop. No meetings at all.
Ah, where's the drama in that?
Oh, can't you mess up the realism of something else? Like lyrium smuggling.
Ages, dwarves use an awful lot of magic.
Do you?
Personally, I think it's some kind of compensation thing. We can't spit lightning or freeze anyone's ass off, so here, have a rune that sets your sword on fire.
Cullen's got some of those trebuchets from the siege back at Skyhold. Hey, Sika, think he'd mind if I borrow one? Just for an hour or two.
Why do you need a trebuchet?
Kremso's a bit. He made these stuffed nugs with wings. I want to see how far they can fly.
I don't think that's an appropriate use of Inquisition resources.
See, this is why you're not in charge of morale.
Greetings.
Ours shall be the burden of knowledge, to take into the earth and prove us worthy.
I did not expect to find a pilgrim here. A chanter, even less.
The righteous shall carry the Maker's word to every corner of his house.
All right, well, good luck.
hiding everywhere in this.
I've news, sir.
Makes sense that Liliana did the recruiting when the Inquisition started. Not everyone can be intimidated into signing up, after all.
I recruited Commander Cullen.
Lucky him.
He's made no complaints about my manners.
His last boss was a raving lunatic who turned into a statue. That's not a high bar. These dwarves built a colony on the surface, on purpose.
That's practically unheard of in recorded history.
Exactly. Real dwarves don't like the surface. Real dwarves say leaving the stone is death. Whoever built this didn't give two tin shits about tradition.
You're the Inquisitor.
You're safe now.
I am? I thank you then.
That move you performed in our last fight was well executed, Bull. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Seeker. I'd be happy to teach you.
If you had done that in our last sparring match, you might have won.
Then it's time for a rematch.
Sorry about earlier, with the table.
Beg your pardon? I didn't catch that, Seeker.
I am sorry.
I'll mark this on my calendar. Cassandra had a feeling.
Perhaps not that sorry.
Dedicated to a paragon. That accounts for a lot.
What do you mean?
It's, hard to explain. Paragons don't sound impressive on paper. So you invented a new hat or table saw. So what? But when they come through, they're like an avalanche. Dwarves wait entire generations for... You know what? Let's find that last tomb. This place is making me think too much about dwarf stuff. Oh, I met the Arashok.
Oh, the old one? Man, he had an impressive rack. The new Arashok doesn't have horns at all. Usually means they're destined for something special.
I met him too. The only thing they seem to have in common is a tendency to burn.
That pretty much sums up the Antam, yes.
last of them here.
These guys were lazy. Should have spotted us coming hours ago.
Inquisition could use this place then.
Varric, does Hawk ever autograph books?
Why? Doesn't your copy of The Tale of the Champion have a big hole in it?
Yes, but it could also have Hawk's signature on it.
Been the Venatori's main camp.
Considering how many we killed, they won't be getting much work done.
Come on. We should still find what they were after.
Am I to understand your Bianca is married?
Oh, have we reached the stage where we gossip about each other's love lives? Did you hear that, boss? Don't worry. I'll tell you whatever she says.
Forget I mentioned anything.
Similar to what's in the last 4. You know, I don't buy that stuff about dwarven ancestors living on in the stone, and we're above ground anyway. But something about this place gives me the creeps.
Are you serious? Here, of all places we've been.
I didn't say it made sense, just that I'd like to leave and never look back.
All these pieces of metal inside the tombs we found, they make up a key. Must have led to the tomb in the mountain.
the Qun some kind of big secret? How come no Qunari I've met will explain it even slightly?
It's not a secret. It's just too big for a quick chat. Tell me about the Qun is like saying tell me about economics. Most Qunari know just enough to get by. It's like blind dwarves trying to figure out a dragon by touch. Only the priests really have the whole picture, and they spend their whole lives figuring that crap out.
Well, I'll leave them to it then.
What is that?
It sounds like a dragon. There must be a nest nearby.
There's our dragon.
She's right between us and that building. Think she did that on purpose?
Never better. See the way everything lit up when it tried to fry us. Now that is a fight.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us.
Seen a rune like this before. Is this what the Venatori were after?
Ah, you're holding the legacy of a paragon. Empires used to kill for them. Heck, they still do. Whatever it does, it's probably ancient and invaluable, so try not to drop it in the sand.
I thought you weren't interested in dwarven history.
If you want an encyclopedia entry, it may as well be from someone charming.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid we got here a little late. The Venatori were already here. We assume they're moving on the temple.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Sorry, we haven't been able to get close.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Val-Fermin used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps. Oh, and some of the scouts saw a giant roaming in the area. Keep your eyes open. Don't want you to get stepped on.
Harding told us they were here. Keep your guard up.
Cassandra, I owe you an apology.
Apologize to me? For what?
For judging your seekers. Considering my feelings on Tevinter, I shouldn't throw stones.
That is remarkably decent of you, Dorian.
It was fun to goad you. You get this little knot between your eyebrows. See? There it is. Delightful.
Continue on this path and we'll see if it remains such.
There's a woman over there.
Who are you? Why are you following me? I'm just looking for stuff to salvage. I used to work here. I know no one needs it.
I'm with the Inquisition.
Been out here a while. But I'll assume that's important. Doesn't explain why you're following me.
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away, either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
I'll leave you be.
Right. See you then.
This might be a decent place for a spot of camping.
Inquisitor, have something for you.
ancient Tevinter, they called this place Vina Herdalis. It means the downy hairs upon your arse.
You'd think it would be the itchy sand down your trousers.
I suppose the ancients weren't all that clever.
Something feels wrong here. It's worse by the door.
Indeed. I feel it as well. The ill feeling by the entry. It's not present here.
An enchantment designed to keep people out. A warning. Or possibly a test.
Explains why the miners left this place alone.
It went straight to you. Or to the mark, perhaps. Doesn't seem to have harmed you.
If it wasn't a trap, what was it?
If the enchantment at the entry was a test, this may be the reward.
Need more shards.
Better than you'd expect. Bloody demons.
That's it for the spiders.
Comfortable at the Winter Palace Ball.
I do my best.
You didn't knock over a single priceless statue or fart even once near the dessert table.
That you know of.
I'm surprised you never spent time in the Tevinter courts. They would adore you.
I did. After a while, the saddle just got too heavy.
What do you want?
I believe this is yours.
Nothing here's worth as much as this. It's all I have left. I don't have much, but this opens one of my old caches. Whatever's left is yours. As thanks.
Does the Qunari priesthood tell your people about losing the war?
The usual. Water comes, water goes, but eventually the tides wear away the mountain. Blah, blah, blah.
They've been fighting Tevinter for centuries and still haven't won.
Wait, you think we've been at war all this time?
It's barely an eye-watering slap fight, I'll grant you, but every now and again it heats up.
That's just force of habit. A real invasion's different.
What are they waiting for?
Don't know. Someone to tell someone it's on again, I guess. Just saying, Dorian, you carry around this picture of the Qunari in your mind. Like, you see us as this forbidden, terrible thing, and you're inclined to do the forbidden.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is, you ever want to explore that, my door's always open.
You are impossible. This is... Oh.
Good. I like that energy. Stoke those fires, big guy. Let's take a look.
Keep your distance, strangers. Or better yet, leave.
Seems you've taken an interest in this place.
What is this place?
Dinan Hanin, resting place of the Emerald Knights.
The Order formed to guard Elven borders. Most fell during the exalted march of the Dales.
Along with the Dalish homeland. You're well versed in our history, friend. The Knights once walked these halls. Can you imagine?
What are you doing here?
There's a tomb, sealed since the Second Age. I believe I can find a way through.
What do you hope to find?
The truth. Elven accounts of the Old Kingdom or the Exalted March. Do you know what that could mean? So much of our history's been lost. To regain knowledge that hasn't been distorted by the Chantry, I should stop talking. If the chamber turns out to be empty, I'll look like an idiot.
I will leave you to your work.
Dareth Shiral.
You ever letting Blackwall off the hook, Seeker?
He is a coward who abandoned his men. A man who wishes to atone but lies to do so.
All right. So that's a no.
She's not going to change her mind, Bull.
Not due to pestering, that's certain.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the western approach. He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters, and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the approach, without his master's consent.
Whether or not he's loyal to Corypheus has no bearing on his crimes.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, Your Worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts. Leave what happened in the approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
Someone who can smuggle magical artifacts to Tevinter and back shouldn't be wasted on court diplomacy. Bring those artifacts back to the Inquisition. Procure something really useful and we might loosen the shackles.
Your Worship knows value when he sees it. I won't disappoint.
The order was sent?
This morning.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes. With an illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvian before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morrigan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.